Okay, so today I would like to express my views over merely one topic. And let me familiarize you with that topic, or let me give you a colorful account of that topic firstly. Okay, so that topic named suicidal attempts of students or done by the students or doing by the students or even the fact is that students they have been committing suicides due to some of the reasons. The reasons are like this, that the mentally ill related problems, or the physically ill related problems, or emotional, psychological, or physiological related problems. That's the point. But very firstly, the students of Kota, Rajasthan, they used to commit suicide, and the students they were preparing for NEET examination, and in addition to some of the students of grade 10th and 12th they do commit suicide in India. And the reason behind this, the root cause behind this is merely one thing. The thing is that students they are quite much unprepared for the examination, and so due to which the students they are just trying their level best to commit suicide and to just peacefully pass away from the world. According to me, this option, this alternative is completely wrong. One shouldn't try to commit suicide. As according to me, committing suicide, that is the illegal work, and one shouldn't try to catch upon that same sort of crime. According to me, the thing is that one should try the level best to lead the life in the quite good manner, in the happiest way and manner, and even one should try to one should try to get entertainment from the world by watching out movies, by listening to songs, or by gossiping or conferring to others. That's the fact. According to me, there are sizable and innumerable things with the help of which one can just decline the stress and tension up to a certain extent. Very firstly, I'm not talking about the intoxicants. I'm not talking about drugs, wine, or something like that. I'm not encouraging anyone to just get indulged in having wine or having cigarettes or having drugs. I'm just encouraging people to just do something great to catch upon any physical activity with the help of which the stress and tension would decline up to a certain extent. You know what? There are sizable and innumerable movies, the English, Hindi, and even the different languages movies, and one can watch out the movies so as to decline the stress and tension up to a certain extent, and thereby one would not try to commit suicide. And furthermore, the thing is that nowadays the suicidal cases of youths have been reaching the apex, and according to me, the main cause would be due to the institutions. The institutions which have been running in all over the world, especially in India, for just preparing the students for the competitive examinations. And the institutions, most probably, the institutions would be giving hard work to the students. The institutions would be and treating the students to solve more and more questions related to physics, chemistry, and maths. And so due to which the students' tension that would be just increasing up to a certain extent, and so due to which the students have been committing suicide quite much. Even, you know what, students they know well versed about how to commit suicide. They just straight away go to the terrace for committing suicide, and even some use the fence. And furthermore, according to me, the thing is that one should try to cope with the challenges. As you know what, challenges takes place in everyone's life. Even challenges takes place in the sphere of life. Even according to me, challenges takes place at the every phase, every sphere of life in one sense. And in addition to, according to me, if one is unable to overcome the challenges, so it meant completely that one is useless, needless. And in addition to, it meant completely that one is chicken-hearted, coward, timid, meek as well. And so according to me, one should be bold, rebel, defiant, courageous as well, so as to overcome the challenge every day. And the first challenge for me is to take a lovely bath in the washroom, especially in the cold weather, especially in the winter time, really. And the second task that used to be like this, that to explore socks in the olden days for going to the school and for just getting to know something related to the school classes. And the third task used to be that to just do the homework of school. In addition to, you know what, I used to go with the challenge when my teachers used to take the surprise test as well. My teachers, they used to take surprise test, and after taking the test, they used to give the marks, and every time, approx 90% time, I used to get 0 out of 10 or out of 20 or out of 30 or 50. Really, and even thereafter, there used to be a condition which used to be like this, that the teachers, they used to treat the students to just go straight away to the residence and thereafter take the signature of the parents, either the mom or the dad, but not of any siblings. Any siblings like any elder brother or elder sister or younger brother or younger sister or grandma or grandpa. And even, you know what, many a time I took the signature of my mom, as I used to feel afraid of the reprimand of my dad. And so I used to ignore my dad, and straight away I used to take the signature of my mom. And even, you know what, my mom, she used to reprimand and upbraid and admonish me and even scold me rather badly. But that scoldness, that was pretty much less fun as compared to my father's reprimandness. My dad, he is strict in nature, and so I always feel afraid of my dad. But let it be. And in addition to, the thing is that it was kind of like a challenge for me to take the signature of my mother. Even I used to make excuses like this, that last day I was absent, and due to which I was unable to prepare for the test. And even my second excuse that used to be like this, that the teacher didn't aware the students of the class test earlier, and the teacher used to take the surprise test, and so I wasn't well versed prepared for the test. And in addition to, sometimes I used to make excuses that mom, sizable and innumerable teachers, they used to take the test at the same day, and so I had lack of time to prepare myself for taking the test. And even sometimes I used to make excuses like this, that mom, you know what, the thing is that there are sizable, numerous, ample and considerable chapters, and I'm having sizable and innumerable work, and since I'm having a lot, so which chapter should I switch over? Which chapter should I prefer to catch up on, to read, or for reading purposes or for learning purposes? And so thereby I used to make excuses, really. And even, you know what, it was itself a challenge for me to just make excuse, or even just get an idea regarding making excuses. And moreover, the thing is that many a time, according to me, I used to cope with the hurdles. Especially hurdles are like this, that in the classroom, the teachers, they used to ask me some of the questions once in a blue moon. And even, no, according to me, I said once in blue moon, which meant randomly. And many a times I said that quite much. It meant completely that for many time. And you know what, once in a blue moon is the opposite word of many a time. And I committed a blunder by saying these are a couple of sentences for the same sentence. So sorry for that one. Let it be. And furthermore, according to me, many a time, the teachers, they used to ask me sizable and numerous questions in the classroom about academics, about physics or chemistry. And so, you know what, I used to explore myself, unable to give them the correct answers, the reliable, the relevant and precise answers. And so due to which I got insulted many a time from the teachers, even before the class, before my mathmates, before my colleagues. And so that too used to be kind of like a challenge for me to cope with, really. And even my children, I'm going to say, my mathmates, my colleagues, they used to poke fun at me. And furthermore, my mathmates, they used to just give a loud crack of laughter upon me, upon the scenario and circumstance as well, but let it be. And even after which I got motivated to catch up on academics, and even I used to just burn the midnight oil. I used to give more and more time of mine for academics, and then thereafter I just topped the class. I became the topper of grade 12. I got the 91 percentage. And in addition to my hoarding, that is just before my school, there is a hoarding on which my photo is, and that is just in the front of the school. That's the fact. It so happened due to getting insulted, due to being insulted from the teachers, and thereby I got motivated and encouraged to work hard on academics, and thereafter I used to do the great achievement, the grand and stately achievement in my life. But let it be, and moreover, the thing is that I got insulted, so I could commit suicide. But instead of committing suicide, I used to just take another initiative. I used to just take the another driveway, another path. I used to take that driveway which used to lead to me towards academics. That's the fact. And I know well versed that academics can do anything. You know what? Knowledge is power, and we can gain knowledge by catching up on reading books, by even by listening to English stories, or by listening to English podcasters. And even we can gain knowledge by just catching up on the online classes, or by just going to the school or go to the college or go to the institution on the regular basis, and instead of committing suicide. And in addition to, I read a news about suicide from the Hindi newspaper of mine, and there stated that a girl, she committed suicide after meeting the school teacher, and that girl, she was in the depression due to just talking to the teacher. And even that girl, she was in depression due to examinations, the upcoming examinations. You know what, the examinations are knocking at the door, especially the board 12th grade examination. That's the fact. And in addition to, another girl, she was from another village, and she used to commit suicide. And in addition to, you know what, she got up, even she woke up and got up in the final morning, the last day before the examination, and after getting up, she used to just catch up on academics. And even she used to catch up on academics for a sizable and even for an appropriate period of time. It meant completely that for a prolonged period of time. Appropriate meant suitable. And my, you know what, I just want to say this, that appropriate, suitable for like for a prolonged period of time, for over time. But you know what, appropriate, the correct meaning of appropriate is merely suitable, not the prolonged period of time. But my way of saying this as the appropriate, as the prolonged period of time. Okay, let it be. And in addition to, the thing is that girl, she used to just catch up on academics for over a couple of hours. And after just catching up on academics, after getting engrossed on academics, she used to just go to the coaching, and thereafter she used to just get indulged in the academics, in the books. And after reading the books, she used to just make the tea for the family members, for her brothers and for her sisters and for her aunts, uncles and mom and dad. And thereafter again she went to the bedroom for catching up on academics. And thereafter around 7 o'clock, the girl, she committed suicide. This is the wrong thing, really. According to me, instead of committing suicide, she could catch up on academics, and even she could learn more and more. She could learn hard, she could work hard. Even according to me, she was having over 7 to 8 hours more, and before taking the examination. So within that much moment of time, she could do something. Even she was having 1 year. You know what, she got 1 year completely to just catch up on academics for taking the board examinations. So she used to just ruin that moment, she used to just vitiate that time, and instead of catching up on academics, she used to just do the idle gossip, she used to get indulged in parties or something like this. And when the main moment take place for taking the examination, she just felt like dying. She just felt like that life would be no more after getting failed in the examination. She thought she used to just nose at and wonder that others would poke fun at her, and thereafter thereby, by just putting over this, she used to just commit suicide. And in addition to the students, they just feel like that committing suicide is good. But according to me, the reality is this, that this is not good. As you know what, we are getting life. We are quite much, according to me, we are having a good destiny in one sense. We are quite much auspicious. I was looking for the auspicious word, in one sense, lucky. You know what? We are quite much lucky as we have got life, really. We have got a couple of hands, even 10 fingers, and a couple of legs, and a couple of eyes, and one mouth, and teeth as well. And you know what? With the help of these entire body organs, we can catch up on any activity. You know what? We are independent. We can go anywhere with the help of visa for the foreign countries, with the help of passport for the foreign countries. But in my own country, I can roam anywhere, really. And even one thing I would be needing, that is the services, the transport services, and secondly money, and thirdly food. But I would be getting an opportunity to buy the food as well. But let it be. And in addition to, according to me, life is one, and so one shouldn't try to win the life, as one would not be getting the life again. And if one wins the life, so according to me, there is no probability of getting again one another life. And the same parents, the same surroundings, the same environment, and the same country, and even the same knowledge, the same class, the same friends, the same coaching teacher, the same school teachers as well. And so according to me, life is precious. One shouldn't try to ruin and ravage the life by committing suicide, or by just ruining the life by having wine, drugs, or other sorts of things. And I highly recommend that one should try to lead the good life by just avoiding drugs, wines, cigarettes. You know what? These things burns one internally, inwardly. And so one should try to have wine or drugs or cigarettes. These are the wrong things.